Yo, who let B Rum be the first person? Who did that? Get her, Hotto. Y'all should see the way Cloud is dancing right now. This is hilarious. Get it, Unc? Yo, 10 gifted subs on Twitch. Oh wait, we're not affiliate. Never mind. When we're affiliate, 10 gifted subs, I'll record behind the scenes of Cloud dancing. Yo, give me a thumbs up in chat if you want me to release that on the freaking timeline. Let's fucking go. How's everybody doing? Boss Battle episode 43 featuring the Wanderers. We have our usual cast here, but I'm going to start with Robin Cash. How you doing, my friend?
Man, I am doing amazing. Glad to be here. New episode of Boss Battles. Ready to get down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I thought you had more for us. We're going to Mizzy.
Yo. Honestly, man, it's an exciting week. We got our boy Icon here, like Boss Battle started with him, so having him as a guest is kind of crazy, but
cool circle moment.
Yeah, man. Love having Icon here, bro.
We got to get some claps in chat for the cool circle moment that has happened. And I can't believe we're here. We are 7 episodes away from the big 5-0. That's kind of crazy, Clouds. What do you think about that?
Bro, the big 5-0, almost getting as old as I am, and Ramen is, so that's really interesting there. But I'm ready to rock it, man. It's gonna be a big show. Like, hey, bro, you don't have to do it, bro. He set me up perfectly for it. So, it is what it is. But like Missy said, man, I'm excited to have Jaikan in here. The show started with him, so it's gonna be really interesting to see someone that kind of knows how the way Boss Battle works and how they do on the show. So I'm excited for it.
Absolutely. And Ramen, I think you caught some strays because your intro was way too short, my brother. It was way too short.
That's all right. I'm just trying to keep it short. 32 minutes later, we're just going to get this thing rocking, baby.
Hey, man, we do things at the pace that we do it. Last but certainly not least, our guest from the Wanderers, Mr. Yikon, who has been on this show many times, actually. How you doing, man?
What's up? It's cool to be back. I'm happy to be here. We are late because of me. I was trying to get my VTuber working and be cool like the host. It didn't work, but maybe next time. But yeah, happy to be here to talk Wanderers. I've been on the Wanderers team for about 9 months now, which is crazy to me. So yeah, I'm gonna answer questions, drop some alpha, talk about news, stuff like that. And I have not received the questions, just so y'all know. I know how it works, but I do not know what's coming.
Well, we like to keep people on their toes. I can't even talk. That's how freaking excited I am about this episode. By the way, I want to make a side note. What is it with the pairing of the 49ers fans today? Like, did y'all plan this? Y'all plan the Wanderers to come on this week?
What's up, Bones?
Yeah.
Jackie.
No, I gotta call that shit out. What the fuck, man?
Hey, man,
are you watching us from 2 chats, Bones?
Yo, let's go, Miss Bones. Thank you for the follow on Twitch as well. We appreciate that.
Hey, just to let you know, guys, we are super close to that affiliate button. So if you would please pull up to Twitch, pull the fuck up to Twitch, get us to that affiliate so we can get some emotes and get some TTS going, because that'll be fun on some Twitch. But Yikon, you really don't need an explanation on how this works. I'm going to explain for the people that are watching in the audience. Go through 3 rounds of questioning. We have the Spartan King, the Banshee Queen, and we have that motherfucker Hades. Who wrote this?
Hey, bro, it's Craig, bro. Craig takes care of everything, bro. You know how it is.
I saw
And-
that too, and I'm like, man.
And
Motherfuckers
do not
fly on me, bro.
forget, we have our special announcement. We have also the lightning round, and shout out to our sponsor, Arbitrum, for sponsoring all of Catalyst. Honestly, can we get some claps? Can we get some claps in chat for?
Claps in the chat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. W's in the chat for Arbitrum for sponsoring every single Catalyst show. That is just badass. So we're gonna dive into our first boss here. Ramen, do you want a refresher? Actually, let me give a refresher real quick for the audience. So you need to get 85 or above average on all bosses, and if you do, you defeat all the bosses. So Yaikon, are you ready to get into it? Cloud, stop laughing.
I am. Yeah. Before we start, if I fail, they're wrong. So just want to appreciate it.
Hey,
Hold
that's
on.
a good way to start right there.
I want to know what's so funny, Cloud. I want to laugh. What's so funny?
I was just laughing at your joke, man.
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't laughing at anything else than that.
So I'm pretty funny, you would say?
So.
Okay.
Nah, just
All right, Craig, go ahead and roll that that intro. Let's go to the first boss.
Let's do it, Craig. Don't fuck up now.
do it.
Who is
Do it.
Craig today? All right, this is where we get serious, everybody. Question number 1. What?
No,
Question number.
Let's go. Go.
All right. 49ers fans, man. Question number 1. We've seen a lot of innovative things in this space over the last couple of years. Knowing what you know now, name one thing you wish your team had done differently. Mr. Icon.
Ooh, interesting question. Honestly, just seeing kind of how, I mean, this might be an easy answer to this, but just seeing how Off the Grid has been doing and being like PS5 first and console first, I wish we would have been working on that a lot sooner. I'm not saying we're working on it now, I'm not trying to leak anything, but I think our game would serve really well to a console game because I mean, we already have controller support, so that's the only way I can play it now. I can't go back to mouse and keyboard. And honestly, like if I want to get any of my friends IRL to play anything with me, usually it's got to be on consoles. So I think that's a good way to go to get normies to get on the game. So yeah, I mean, like we work on Mac and PC right now. I just wish we would have or will start branching out type of thing. I wish we would have done that sooner. So,
Ooh, a little bit of maybe a leak, not sure, but
maybe
you know, a
can't
little
confirm or
hint.
deny.
Cannot confirm nor deny, cannot endorse, but not endorsement. Okay, that's cool. It's
I
cool.
do appreciate you guys having controller support, though, man. I do wish more PC games would approach that right from release. You know, like I don't know why they don't implement controller support sometimes, but I appreciate that.
Hey, quick question for you, Clouds.
Yeah.
What are the buttons on those controllers that you noticed? Did you notice any buttons like X,
What do you-
Y, B, X, A? Any buttons?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
When you see controller support, what are the buttons that they showed support for? Like Xbox controller, PlayStation
Oh,
controller?
I don't care, man, because I use like a universal controller.
What the
so-
fuck is that thing?
No, what is it?
This is the best controller on the market, bro. There's the Apex 4 Elite, man. This
Yo,
shit
yeah,
is-
Is it the controller that sunk that submersible and they all
Those are expensive.
No, this
Real
is-
quick.
No, it's actually less expensive than a Elite, for example, or a Scuff.
What?
But this is actually better. I would say this is better than a Scuff and an Elite. It's made with better material, trigger stops everywhere, paddles.
Wait,
up.
you have extra buttons? No wonder why you play controller.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah,
You
wait.
never used a Scuff controller before? This is
No,
just a
isn't that like
mirror,
two? It's like
Cloud is
$200.
Cloud
This
is
has
like
been
one of
around
those
for decades.
super controller players, man.
What, it has a mirror
I'm
on the
just a
front of the
competitive
controller.
player, guys. You use a Scuff controller. Come on.
Wait, so you're telling me real quick? We'll go back to the question. You're telling
and-
me that all
And
these people use
even
this shit?
even with all those cool
Nah.
controllers, I still kick his butt on Rekt, bro.
Shut up,
Yeah,
bro.
you
Shut
get
the fuck
stuff
up.
with
the
the
keyboard.
stuff.
Literally,
On mouse and keyboard.
Listen,
You
we're on
get
the wrong
stuff.
show. We're on the wrong show. I'm not gonna get into it right
Y'all
now.
know how we do it here on Boss Battle. Hit the follow button.
Let's
Hit the
let's
like.
You're gonna
Ready to
lose
get
with
into it,
14
bro.
buttons on a controller.
Yo, Hado, to answer your question, no. Most pros use a method called claw, but to me that's uncomfortable as fuck.
The claw.
And I don't do claw, so I just use the Scuff.
Show me. Wait, what is that? Like a hook with the claw?
No, claw is when you put your middle between. It's what controls your X and Y. So you essentially play in a weird ass format where your middle button is controlling your X and Y, and your other ones are controlling A and B. That way you don't have a finger off of your joystick.
Nice.
So
There's
what
a name
happens?
for it.
Yeah, what
I thought-
happens with buttons is that when you want to use A or B, you have to remove your thumb from here.
Can
And
you
this
run a
is
claw
your
series
aim.
for us? A tutorial on how to
sure, man.
claw our way into
Listen,
Web3?
we're not
Yeah,
here
we
to
could do that on
we're here to
another
talk about
episode.
stuff.
It's boss battle time,
Yeah,
guys.
man. You guys are
Going
come on,
in-
man.
We're going into question number 2. We're getting sidetracked. Sorry, this is my fault. Okay. Number 2. How does your team pivot and stay agile in such a new and ever-changing ecosystem like Web3? Yo, Craig is feeling, kind of feeling himself today with these questions. And a follow-up question to that: how has your team dealt with revision and changing of the community sentiment over time?
Yeah, I think my answer before I heard the second half is going to kind of combine them maybe, but we've been very Web3 community focused from the start, at least since I've been on the team, and that's kind of when the game has been publicly available to play. I mean, I would say the game's been being worked on about a year and a half at this point, but yeah, I mean, it's what I mean by that is every decision, every update, every direction we've gone with the game has been shown and talked about with community in some capacity. I mean, at the beginning, it was definitely smaller groups like the OGs and stuff like that. They definitely had a lot of input. Now we have a beta testing group. We've had content creators get a hold of it. We're a small team. I would say the biggest we've been at any one point is maybe 10 people, maybe 12.
Oh, wow.
So very agile in that regard. So we kind of have to be adaptable. But yeah, we like to use the community and just to help us with all decisions, because it's more than just like that being part of Web3. We kind of have to, just with our team being as small as it is.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any questions here that's going to ask, or that's going to relate to my question here. The follow up: is there a sort of form of governance that is being bestowed upon your community, or is it just like people are helping out and you guys kind of embrace them, or like what does that dynamic look like?
Yes and no. We're not a DAO in like that sense, but we do have a guardian council, which is part of that. Like we have a big group of OGs, and then of the group of OGs, there's a council, and then they have a treasury that they're actually like the council. They have to like if they want to do anything with that treasury, they vote on it. It has to be a majority, that type of thing. So we're not a DAO, but we do have kind of that type of thing.
So it's kind of similar to like grant proposals where you can kind of like put an idea or concept into that OG, council, and then the council can kind of vote if that's a good spend with the treasury.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Let's move on to the next question here. And it says, what has been your biggest moment of growth for this title? And a follow-up question here, a single moment or an activation that really helped your community grow?
Okay. I like this question because I've been here since before we kind of announced the game. It was we've been an NFT project since 2021. So I would definitely say like 4 sold out NFT releases. That's definitely those were definitely catalysts for growth. But as far as the game's concerned, the biggest thing so far has been launching on Epic. Definitely made it easier for people to play. They didn't have to go through hoops and all that. And we have some big stuff coming up. So like we just announced our chain today. So I'm really glad I'm on Boss Battle. We are officially on Treasure. So I don't know if we have seen that yet, but we are the next game on Treasure.
Congrats, man.
Big W, man. That was a huge announcement today. I saw that. Big W.
Yeah. We're pumped about it. Yeah, pumped about their vision, and we're clear on ours. They're clear on theirs. I think it melds very well.
Yeah, and in my opinion, they need y'all more than you need them. But go ahead.
I'm not nothing against the other. I think there's great games on there, but we definitely have sights to be number 1 on Treasure. So pretty pumped.
And I think
about
you
that.
have a very good chance to do so.
Yeah, appreciate that.
I will say
yeah.
I haven't seen anything but positive things from the community and players that play the Wanderers. So I think you guys have a great product, definitely, and a great IP to kind of like pursue and be very big within the Treasure ecosystem.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned the IP. I know this isn't the question, but like we have comics, we have animated shorts. They're like 6 minutes long at some point, which is honestly, Azuki, as hyped as they are, that's all they were popping out. So the stuff the animators do is great. If you go on Spotify and YouTube, we have whole tracks of songs that they made for the game, for the universe. So I mean, the game is kind of like the initial big push, but we definitely have aspirations to be a whole IP.
Love it. I mean, that's definitely a big moment. The Epic launch. What did that teach you guys in terms of like the launch itself? Like, what was the biggest lesson that you guys learned dealing with Epic?
Honestly, it was pretty straightforward. I feel like if we'd have done it a year ago, there might have been more roadblocks, but we're not the first to do it. There's a lot of blockchain games on there at this point. So, yeah, I mean, we have like Tony just joined our team recently. Used to be a Shrapnel. His connections are crazy. So like things like that have been easy. Getting listed on Steam. I don't want to say easy, but it seems easy from my point of view because I've seen it take long. But like we got on Steam pretty quick. It's not playable on Steam yet, but yeah, we're like you can wishlist us there. I believe the next thing they're working on is getting us on Twitch. So just a few things like that before maybe we would have had to like continuously bug people. Like Tony's helped us get in there and kind of sped those along.
Awesome. That actually gives me an opportunity to segue into our next question, which is when can players expect to play the Steam version?
So that's a great question. You probably won't see that this year. Steam is very Web 2 folk. Like they're pretty anti Web 3 compared to Epic, even still. So that's going to be that version of the game for sure. Like I don't know. Did y'all ever play a game called Superior Angala?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they went through a lot of legal stuff, but I thought they did a good job. They had like a separate Steam version that was completely Web 2.
I played that version too.
Yeah, and it's solid. So yeah, we'll probably have something like that on Steam. Just you kind of have to do what the platforms allow, but that's what excites me. I'm again not saying we're on PS5 or anything or even working on it yet, but that's what like off the grid being on there and like full everything's blockchain enabled. I know their token's not out yet, but it's exciting to see like different platforms allow it other than just Epic.
Oh,
yeah, and I think it's important too. I think it's a smart move to kind of have a Web 2 version of the game in those platforms because they continue to change their guidelines, right? And that's what keeps hurting kind of like Web 3 games in those platforms like Epic and Steam, because then they get removed if they're not following those guidelines that got updated and stuff like that. So I think kind of like taking the approach where you have your Web 2 side of things in those platforms, and then there's a way through a companion app or something that can let the users experience the blockchain side of things and the Web 3 side of things of the game.
Yeah, and not to shill, that it's a great call out with answering what you just said. Our Codex platform, it's like everybody has their own questing platform at this point. So it's that, but I think we have a cool twist on it. There's like a whole galaxy feature when you complete quests. You unlock stars, so you're trying to make your galaxy bigger. And that does contribute to your airdrop, which, yeah, that's a little bit of alpha right there. We have that's coming up pretty at some point. So complete your quest, get points, go on there. But yeah, that's definitely a way to do it for sure.
All right, and guys, we do have the poll up here. So go to whatever chat you're in, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch, or X, and go vote. You guys have about like I think 8 minutes left on the poll. Let me double check that real quick. 7 minutes on the poll.
In, baby.
Yes, sir.
I gotta say,
oh yeah, go ahead.
These graphics for the bosses are amazing. They definitely got better.
Thank you, my brother. We've been working hard.
Really good. Kind of like the cartridge art. I like it.
Shout out Damien for that art.
Big Dame.
Yes, sir. Big D. Pause.
Whoa.
Yo.
Whoa. All right, let's move on.
Let's move on to the last question before Unk goes a little too Unk mode. Does the team utilize...
I'm the youngest motherfucker up here. What do you mean Unk mode goes to young?
Yeah, but you're the oldest soul in the room, bro.
We're going off looks. The younger people are the new Unks, bro. All right,
dude. I had the energy of a, I shouldn't finish that sentence. Just move on. Does the team utilize any AI in the building of the Wanderers or utilize in game? What are your thoughts on AI overall for game development in general?
So the answer is no. Other than maybe using like Chat GPT or Grok to give us some ideas, but not as far as like development stuff like that. No, Blowfish Studios is our dev team. They're owned by Animoca, but you've seen them. A lot of the games you've seen out there, they've worked on. So they're doing a great job. And let me see. I'm not against it. I think, like, I've played a few games that use it, and I think it's an awesome concept. And like Parallel Colony, I'm hyped for that whenever it does finally come out. I feel like I've been waiting 2 years, but that's games. That's games. I feel like that side thing, Web3 and games, that's the one bad thing about the mix is people in Web3 aren't patient, but you got to be with games. But yeah, I'm excited for it. It could be something that we use. Like we definitely have like UGC coming up. Maybe it's something eventually that like the mobs get smarter or something like that. But it's not like an integral part of the style of game we have. I mean, like a top down dungeon crawler style roguelite. It's not something that's like a core part of our game, but I definitely enjoy and I'm excited for the games that are.
Awesome. Well, that concludes Boss Numero Uno. Let me see how much time we have left on that good old poll. And I clicked off of it like an idiot. We have about 5 minutes left on that poll. So while we switch gears into our special announcement, keep in mind you still have about 5 minutes to get in on the poll. So, Craig, take us away. Mizzy, the mic is yours.
Oh, that cartridge, and that was a lot of fun to make. You know, we had to pop off on the cartridge for Icon, you know, bro. The cartridge was originally your concept, and you already know what it means. Was fun making one for the Wanderers. If you're in the chat, go drop into the link, get your free Wanderers inspired cartridge. It will have utility within the Catalyst ecosystem. It's a free mint, and that utility is actually getting pretty close to release. So I'm not sure how the structure is going to continue after this feature has been released. So get them while you can, man. But it's really nostalgic giving Icon a cartridge and like Wanderers a cartridge, though. Like, it's different.
I'm hyped. Yeah, this is sick. It looks good too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, that was some good art on that one.
Thick. Make sure you guys go claim that, man. It's a free mint, so you don't have to pay for anything. It's easy as hell to log in. Just use your Gmail or your wallet, whatever you prefer, and hit that claim button and start collecting your badges, man. I'm definitely gonna claim this one. This one's super sick. So yeah, make sure you guys claim. The link is in the chat. If you're on Twitch, YouTube, or X, just click on it, claim, and you'll have your badge.
Sorry to ask this mid-show, but I know they're timed. Could you shoot me that on Telegram so I could send it to the team? They're gonna love it.
For sure,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
I'll send it to you right now, actually.
Send it.
Send it. Full send.
All right, so Ramen is going to take care of the second boss here. So let's transition into that. Ramencito.
The song on the Banshee Queen is grimy as fuck. I love it.
Hey, I'm not gonna
that's what
lie.
I typed. Grimy. Not as fuck part though.
Trying to get the Banshee's number. I ain't gonna lie. She looks like she plays Web3 games. Let's go. Hey, the way that move, you know, they got a little swing in the hip. Let's go. I like it, Banshee Queen. Anyway, the Icon, listen, love to have you here. Great to have you back. We're going to get to the Banshee Queen, but listen, we're not going to be easy on bass bottles. We brought you into this world. We're going to take you out on this show, or you're going to flip the script on us.
Did you just say bass bottles?
He said we brought you into this world and we're going to take you out with this shit.
But he said bass bottles.
Man, maybe I'm thinking about fishing, but that's not the point. Listen. Remember, I am the oldest member of Catalyst, so sometimes I go full Biden on this show. You just got to bring me back.
Don't go full Biden. Go half Biden. At least don't go full Biden, please.
He's getting lost again, guys.
So here's the thing. Here's the next question. No, I'm kidding. So how does the team, which you actually kind of answered this already, but I'm gonna ask this anyway, right? We're gonna lean into it. How does the team maximize the Wanderers IP, art, and the lore?
Ooh, great question. So one thing we're doing right now, I don't know if you, I'm sure I know you are a big Solana guy, but we're using a platform called Drip House right now. They're like a collectible NFT. They're usually
I love
pretty
Drip.
cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
you get these things called droplets. Yeah. So every week lately, those what I mentioned earlier, like the comics, the tracks, and then we have posters for each character, so 16 Warp Squad characters, stuff like that. We've been releasing every week like a collectible of some sort that's either like art, music, something cool of our lore. So
You guys have like a soundtrack, like releasing on Spotify? I know some games like release like soundtracks.
yeah. Go to our Twitter and the link tree. You can go to Spotify. There's 40 something songs, maybe 50 something. There's
what?
Yeah, and some of them are really good. Like I use them for my workout playlist.
I don't know why I love game soundtracks. Anybody else like game soundtracks?
They just make you hype, bro. Like the whole point is to make you keep playing the game, so it's a hype track.
Yeah,
I never get that hype because I'm the one loser that always turns off the music in games. You know, it's just instilled in my brain because
Well, it depends on the game, of course.
Yeah, I used to hate Call of Duty music, so I always turned that shit off.
Yeah. Call of
made
Duty's
me do that.
ass. Call of Duty's just ass.
Yeah.
Damn.
Have y'all tried the new one?
I don't know, man.
It rugged.
Listen, Ram, listen, Jack, and we don't go back to the ex-girlfriend, all right? Sorry.
Okay.
Man.
Here we
Okay.
go. It's about to turn into a fucking Call of Duty.
No. We bringing it back. We bringing it back.
Clouds has made it twice about Call of Duty. Just saying, he's made it twice about Call of Duty.
He's got the itch. I know what he's doing after this.
Yeah, I know what's happening. Right, a little sweaty.
That's what's happening.
A little sweaty thumb.
Bass bottles.
Damn it! Did I do
of
bass
base?
bottles of base? Yes. Is it bass bottles? Did I really say that?
You did.
Yep.
You
It's
really
recorded.
Oh
did.
man!
in front of
All
a
right.
live studio audience.
All right, clip farm me. Fuck it. Here we are. Anyway, next question. Can you explain the progression system of the game and what keeps players coming back?
Yeah, so it's like an endless runner style type of thing. So each planet has 2 bosses. It's kind of the structure. You have a mini boss and then a final boss. There's 2 planets that people have been able to play in the public build. In the next build, there's going to be a new planet, which I'm super excited about. The other 2 have been dark. This one's bright. There's water, new enemies, crazy stuff. So the idea is, and then we also have an infinite mode. So that's going to be kind of like Diablo Rifts, where you can kind of just keep going. And then we have leaderboards. You try to get the furthest, the fastest. Like so far, we've had 3 or 4 beta phases, and each of those has their own leaderboards. So there's some people that are just enshrined to number 1. I was the fastest on this planet, this round type of thing. And we'll probably do that with like seasons and things like that. And there's a new feature coming out next month, this month, pretty soon, that is going to kind of go with those features. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. My bad. I didn't see that your mic was lagging a little bit. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was just gonna say I'm actually really excited to see that speedrun approach because I do think that comes with its own culture in gaming that a lot of, especially content creators, really enjoy. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how people climb that leaderboard and who ran the fastest time to finish the world. You know, so
for sure. Yeah, and we're working on some multiplayer / single player. It's like a single player experience, but multiplayer at the same time. Think, what was the game? Helldivers. The way they kind of did their planet domination. We're kind of toying with stuff like that. So I'll talk about it more later. I know it's we have something coming up that we invited you guys to. So I'll talk about that at the very, very end.
Very excited, very exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Otto loves alpha. That's bullish.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
definitely. That's the alpha I saved that I'm not trying to leak. Anything else is going to be an accidental leak. So.
All right.
So you're so just to kind of like wrap up that one for the progression system in the game, is you think mostly driven?
Yes. Sorry about that. So
it's all good.
Yeah. as a new player, you're coming in, you don't own any RAM. So the idea is, well, like when you jump in, you go to the terminals. If you own RAM, the deck shuffles. You see your RAM, and if you don't, you get these collateral RAM, the free RAM, and then as you go through the levels, you can upgrade those cards, get them up to the same point that somebody who owns them can. So you just kind of have to grind a little bit, get a little bit further.
I gotta ask a quick trolley question, but it's actually very accurate to lore building in this game. Can you download RAM?
That's the idea. Go on our YouTube and look up the RAM trailer. So we have like a whole animated trailer for it. Basically, it's kind of calling people stupid, and then it says "Get smart." Upload the RAM to your brain. Yeah, it's great.
That has to be in lore. That's such a good internet meme, bro.
Yes, yeah. Go look that up for sure. Yeah, great question. But beyond that, like this whole story of it, there's, I believe, your first time, and then again, you can go to YouTube and see this trailer. But your first time joining, there's like a 2.5-minute trailer that explains like you're jumping in, you're dying, but each time you go in and jump in and die, you get a little smarter. You get this in-game currency called data, and you kind of stock that up, and you can buy like more weapons with it and things like. And in the future, there'll be other things you can buy with it, but that will help you in your builds, help you get a little bit further, that type of thing.
It sounds like trading. It sounds like whoever's been trading for like years will love this game because it's very similar, like the loop.
Every time you get rugged, you get a little bit
like,
smarter.
Okay, don't put my money in this stupid coin next time. Exactly.
Yeah, basically. And there's a big reason we joined Treasure. Like we definitely have aspirations to have in-game items and things like that, and make them easily tradable. So that'll all be coming. But
did Treasure give you guys money?
That is, I think that might be something we announce. I don't think that's something for me to answer.
Yo, how much money?
Again, not a planned leak.
But
we just announced we joined Treasure today, so
yeah.
All right.
If anything else comes out, just watch the main page. All right. But yeah, and then you kind of work your way up. Right now, the only way to get RAM is it was all minted, so you have to go on OpenSea and grab it. But there will be ways in the future to grab RAM. We're not copying Parallel, but like if you look at Parallel, like the way you get new cards and stuff, there's going to be ways to get new cards. And yeah.
Oh, that was it. Oh. Sweet. Yeah. No. I was like, no, let him cook. I was like, he was cooking for a cool minute. I was like, yeah, that's cool. That was very in-depth. Yeah, that was cool for the progression system. So it's like get in there, blast a little bit, grab some stuff, lose some stuff, come back around, and very like mild progression upgrading based on the things that you want to keep, basically, right? Sort of
exactly
Dr. Seuss version. All right.
Yeah, and like in the future, like the game's not released yet, but there will be like obviously rewards and reasons to get on the top of the leaderboard. So there's going to be like, you're going to want to go through that progression of getting better, getting to where you can go through further runs, get into the infinite mode, that type of thing.
Well, also that approach you're talking about, like it's a good approach for casual players to kind of want to keep coming back to the game as well, right? Because if I go in there, I may not be the best player, but every time I die, I get a little bit of reward, even if it's like a tiny amount, right? That's enough to make me keep like interest in that, right? And like continue playing it because I know I'm gonna get better and better, or like be able to buy new things that are gonna make me better at the game.
So yeah, and it's actually really cool, like to kill, like let's say you're a brand new player, if you're like just freaking great at games, and you come in, you kill a boss. The average second boss kills, I would say 25 minutes. There are people that have like grinded, they got all the weapons and everything, they can do it in maybe like 10-15, but I would say 25 minutes is average. And then we actually have, across all of our players so far, they average 62 minutes playing, so it's pretty cool. They're completing at least 2-3 runs in there trying to kill those bosses. But yeah, you can jump in 20 minutes, complete a full run, feel satisfied, you earned enough to probably unlock a weapon and then log out. So it definitely caters to casual and to grinders.
That's good though, to have a little bit of both, so it's not like super sweat or just too casual where people are like, because I need that. I don't care what people say. I need ranked in game. I don't care if it's Pong. Give me ranked Pong. Like I want that.
And we have 2 types of ranks so far. So it's like furthest and then fastest. So for those casual players, if they get good, they can optimize one run to try to get the fastest time. And there's a leaderboard for that. And then those grinders, if they want to go to level whatever, 1,000, like level 1, we didn't have our infinite balance. It was the same level every time. They just kept playing the whole weekend, got to level 1,100. So if there are people that want to do that, there are people that want to play that way. I could never. I like to optimize for the fastest time and do the speed runs. So, yeah.
Speed runs. Yeah, I'm kind of sucked into that. I was just playing that new one that just came out, and they've got some speed runs. The Rift Storm, kind of the same type of idea with the top down or whatever, and they got some stuff like that. So I like that. I like the time shaves. But sometimes if you get stuck like in that little weird plateau and you like need to shave like a half or a point or a quarter second and you can't, then I just want to break everything that I own. But anyway, I do like that kind of progression in there.
Every game you love, you want to break something.
You're like it's immersive, right? If you're not emotionally, listen, I always say that if I can sit here and talk shit about a game or whatever, but if I'm still playing your game and talking shit, then I obviously like it in some type of capacity, right? It's just me getting emotionally attached to it, which is, I guess, is a good thing as much as I'm talking crap, right? So I think I think we need more of that. Anyway, we're going to get on to the next one. This one's going to be tough because I know that there's a lot to choose from. But what's your least favorite weapon in the game, and why is it your least favorite?
Ooh, okay. Good question.
Only kind I do.
I feel like an easy one is the Nat because it's just a pistol. But I've had some fun runs where you like we did this challenge once where it was you could only use the pistol, you can't use RAM. It was like you go in naked. That was fun. But I probably would say,
Yo,
Whoa.
Run into a room
Oh,
naked, telling
not-
people they want RAM.
not literally.
Time out.
Gamers.
You know why this is a great
Yeah.
You know why this is a great episode? Because the icon knows the clippable moments. Good job, the icon. That was great.
Good job. Clip farming it. Yeah.
Just skinny dipping wonders.
Dude.
What do we call it? I think there were some people calling them raw dog and wonders.
Oh,
Raw dog and flights.
no.
Now, that sounds like trading to me. But anyway,
Like raw
I do
dog
wanna-
and flight.
for sure. I do want to mention, guys, the poll is live. We are down to our last 2 questions. Go vote. It is
One
almost
could even
November
say
5th.
they're trading
Go vote.
blows.
You can vote early today on our poll. But go vote on November 5th.
Next up on the poll, sprinkles. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just kidding. Anyway.
Is this your cat? Is this your cat? I don't get it.
Never
I'm not
mind.
sure.
Hey, and
if
guess
I
what? The
fully-
best part about our poll is that you don't have to wait in line like the presidential election. All right. So
The president.
go hit that.
Damn. And just like the current election, you don't need an ID to be able to put your vote in. Just come on over and vote.
No, fuck that, Robin. It's time to put the money where the mouth is. Go vote right now. Click that goddamn link and go vote.
Go vert.
Let us know how.
vote
Yeah, go
early.
vert. Go vert. Let us know how Yicon is doing on Boss Numero Dos. Go ahead, Robin.
All right. So I think you got to answer. You've been like I don't know. You've been like pre-answering future questions here, but I'm just going to keep asking them away. Man, at least to you, what is the next big push or activation for the Wanderers? I know you kind of mentioned stuff about console and things like that. You don't want to leak out, but like what's really next on the roadmap where you're like, all right, this isn't just some milestone. This is some big shit.
Okay, so I mean, I thought today announcing Treasure was pretty big, and like what we're going to end up doing with them is going to be pretty big, but that may not be like immediately. Immediately, what I'm really excited for, I'll go ahead. I was going to save it to the end, but this answers this question pretty well. We have a tournament coming up, cross community tournament, where we're going to have 16 plus communities across Web3 compete for an allocation of our token. We're not going to announce the details just yet, but Catalyst is one of those included communities. So all
Dude,
you listening now to Boss
mentioning-
Battle, anybody a part of Catalyst in any fashion, you guys.
Let's
basically-
go!
Yeah.
Bro,
Way to
we were
work,
going to
we'll
do an
jump in.
announcement and you just, bro.
You can still do one. You can still do one because it's
We
just.
got the clip.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No, I'm
That's
just
the
saying, man. Let's freaking go.
I gave you content for the announcement, so there you go.
Yes,
So,
sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, basically, it's going to be a tournament mode, brand new to the game. This is a leak, so hopefully I don't get in trouble. But you'll go in, you'll select Catalyst, as your team, and if Catalyst does well, it's going to be based on kill count, stuff like that. You guys will place higher, get more of an allocation. So details will come out soon. We are currently going through testing on the feature, and then you'll see that pretty soon. But yeah, Catalyst is going to be a part of that. Pretty pumped for that.
Let's fucking go. You heard it here first, guys. Be on the lookout because we're going to be announcing more about that soon.
Yo, and shout out to our 10 viewers on Twitch. You guys are getting us to affiliate. Let's fucking go. We're going to have something planned for you next episode. Actually, it might be ready by Rekt. We don't know.
Oh, man.
Stay tuned.
Oh, man.
Nice,
Just really
nice.
quick, too. I'd like sidetrack. I'm going to let my ADHD run wild for just 1 second. But bottles full of bass. I feel like I need to go somewhere. I feel like I need to go somewhere with that. We'll vote too. That was the wrong one I clicked. And also base battles. What am I doing on boss battles? I need to just run my own iteration and just call it.
You still read it wrong. It says base bottles, bro.
Bass bottles. Those are bass.
Listen, you're taking valuable time away from voters right now because we're in the trenches right now. We got to get these votes in. How much time we got?
It's the new Stanley Cup. Bass bottles.
How many votes we got, chat?
Listen.
14 votes?
We got 14 votes. Make sure we get those votes in, though, honestly. Vote early, too. Get in there. Jump in that thing.
Nice. We got 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes.
4
Keep
minutes.
Cooking, keep cooking. Keep cooking.
Hold on. Let me
Cook.
The oil's hot. Okay. So we
put your noodles in the broth.
I always do. So you answered this one kind of, sort of, maybe, but when co-op, you kind of answered that. I don't know if you want to
So I didn't really answer that. We don't have a date for that yet. The tournament mode is going to be kind of like a hybrid single multiplayer thing. Not really co-op yet, but that is coming.
Okay. Second part of the question.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, no. If you got more, I mean, I take alpha all day. Go ahead.
I was saying co-op, PvP, and UGC are coming at some point.
Damn it. Okay. So forget part 2 of the question because will there be any PvP in the future? Who gave this man my sheet?
He did get the questions.
He's literally
he's a seasoned veteran. He knows how this works, so he knows how the questions they will flow together.
Bro. He knows the meta.
Man, the original.
He's part of the metaverse, so he knows the meta exactly. Mizzy, word association.
Man,
we're saying things.
I guess the third part of the question I don't even really need to ask, but hell with it. I'm just a box of noodles shouting shit out. Any plans on making this game competitive?
Yes, yeah, we are definitely trying with the leaderboards, but I think PvP on this style of game is definitely like I don't remember which. I don't think the current Diablo has PvP. Maybe they do. When I played Diablo 3, it was hype, so I'm pretty excited to see a Web3 game like this have it. And yeah, I think we're gonna try to make it pretty unique. It's not just gonna be like a simple here's a map, you'll go kill each other type of thing. So
has there been any like interest from the community where they're talking about like esports or like being like taking the competitive side of things like more seriously and stuff like that, or you guys are seeing more interest from like the casual or hyper casual players?
I think so. A lot of our community. I mean, we have them all over, but we have there's a lot in Latin America and stuff like that right now. I don't know if there is. It probably has more to do with the age, which is we have I would say average. It's like late 20s in the 30s plus. So it's not as young as some NFT communities. And that age, we all played Gauntlet games, Dark Legacy in the arcade at home on N64. So I think the most requested feature is co-op. Definitely, they want to play with their friends and jump in and dungeon crawl their friends because as fun as it is to grind now, grinding with someone is going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's always more fun.
Yeah, it's more fun to grind with someone for sure. You never want to grind alone.
Yo, real quick before we move on, I know Hado has been shouting all the people watching us on Twitch, and we appreciate a ton. But we also have 346 viewers here on X, so shout out to everyone that's pulling on through X as well, man. Thank you guys.
Really just
Yes, sir. And shout out Jackie, my grind partner.
I knew that was coming. Dude, the way he said that, you guys didn't catch on.
Man.
Yo, what the hell?
Yo, yeah, I got a question for you, bro. Like, I got a question for you, bro. Because I don't ever feel comfortable enough with some of these guests to actually ask them, but I consider you a friend, right? So I can actually ask you, right? So. Okay. As community manager, how much time you get to spend playing the game, bro? Like, how cool is it working for a game? Like,
man, That's a great question. You would think it would be a whole bunch. But I am the community manager. I love it. Love working for a game. It's what I always wanted to do. Like when we started Boss Battle, I was a community manager for another NFT company, and they were making toys. So I mean, I wanted to be in Web3, but it wasn't like my thing, you know. So I'm pumped about it. But here, can you ask the question one more time? I'm sorry,
yeah, like how is it working for a gaming company? Because I know this is something you were very passionate about, right? And how much time do you get to spend playing the game?
Like, there we go. Okay.
Manager?
Yeah. So that's where I was going to go with it. So I am the community manager. I do wear more hats than what my title suggests. So I'm like helping with the marketing, doing most of the collabs, kind of running around everywhere. But I love it. It's different every day. It's a lot better than corporate jobs I've had. With that said, most of the time I get to play it, it's like recording content for things. But even with that, like I've completed pretty much every quest in our codex. But I would say not as much as I'd like. Probably about maybe 6 to 8 hours a week.
We're gonna have to talk to the Wanderers team. Gotta get my boy
6 to 8 hours a week.
You mean 68, right?
No, he meant 69, baby. We're in Web3. Come on.
For those of you out there that think working at a gaming company, you just get to sit around and play games all day, our man Icon can attest that is not the case.
Not the case.
Free Icon in gaming hours. We got to get the boy back up to like 20.
Yep. We got to give him a raise.
It's my fault. I've been doing way too much on the weekends and stuff, so I should be. Be
not gaming.
It's not gaming. It's you're right. I should be doing that more. Save some money that way.
All right. My bad. I'll stop distracting now. I just had to ask, man, because I've always wanted to ask someone that like got a job at one of these games. Like, yo, what's the deal?
Yeah, no, it's really cool. It's different. But I enjoy it. I wouldn't like if for any reason it doesn't work out at Wonders. I want to find me another game. So.
Whoa, clip that. Hold on a minute.
No, don't you clip that.
No. Hey, yo, Craig, you got that? Wait, what's that production? Oh, yo, Craig is telling me he got the clip, guys. So it's all good.
I am here for the long haul. I believe in Wonders. I definitely think we're one of the top Web3 games. So
what he meant to say was there is no if.
Landed here.
There is no if. Wanderers is it. That's what he meant.
Yes, it's inevitable. Wonders is
I got your back.
Even
though you like the Niners. Even though
they really treasure you.
Niners did just beat the Cowboys. I mean, I had to say it.
You know what? I think he said if and not it. Can we rewind it real quick? Can we rewind the clip? I think he said if.
Yeah. We don't have to remind the fact that the Niners won and beat the Cowboys.
You guys are just as shit as we are. Get to the next question, bro.
It doesn't matter. We're living off of our last win.
Dude, we were good in the 90s. We're a bunch of old freaking retired fat losers now. Let's move on to the next question. Nobody cares in chat.
Okay, real quick. McCaffrey's coming back, and being into sports is way nerdier than being into games. Can't change my mind on that.
I'm talking about the.
Shit.
Yeah,
I agree with that 100%.
That's not me.
I agree with that.
It is because you're like fantasy football. You're like, man, look how great my guy. Like you're talking about dudes the whole time. It's very nerdy, very sus.
I'm gonna endorse that statement, bro.
Icon is out here cooking all the sports nerds, which he's one of. So
I am one of them.
He's cooking himself.
But I can go to the other side just as well. Okay,
awesome.
Sorry.
Well, can we get back to business?
Yeah. We're getting back to business.
Okay, let's get back to business.
Yeah, I think my eyeball's tweaking on my VTuber. Anyway, listen, that was the end of the Banshee Queen. It
is tweaking. What the fuck?
Let me change the eyes. How about now?
That broth was too hot, man.
Ron, what did I say about smoking before the show? Come on now.
Well, you said do it during the show, so I did. Okay. Yeah.
Stop closing your eyes. Keep them open, bro. Please.
I can't. I'm half deaf. I'm like this.
All right,
Leave me alone.
I'm not making eye contact. I can't.
Don't look into my eyes. Don't.
I can't. I won't.
Don't.
You know what I'm looking at right now? Big fat green candles. Get to the next question, bro.
I can't. We got to go to our next sponsor by our brand sponsor. Thank you for shouting out to Arbitrum, our number one sponsor. It's going to be sponsored every single Canada show. We love you.
Chat, yeah, I'm talking to you, chat. Did you guys know that Arbitrum's got some fire games for you to try out? From racing in kitty kart to battling in golden ties, Arbitrum's got it all. Want to be a pirate? Pirate Nation is calling you. Feeling adventurous? Explore Meiji on the Zai subnet. Or if you're into strategy, Maelstrom on the Uprising chain is your jam. Don't take my word for it. Try it out for yourself and level up your gaming life on Arbitrum today. Warning, these games give you too much hype. Follow Arbitrum Games for more. Crypto Huddle approves this message.
Can we please have more of that?
Oh, we're back. My bad. Wait, okay, hold on. Wait.
That was amazing. Can we play that again at the end?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna play it again at the end.
We should. That should be the outro.
All right. Well, this is the time that I get to take over and make Hado and Ramen shut the fuck up for a second. Jaiken, you made it to the lightning round, my brother.
Just kidding.
Nah, shut up. I'm gonna get corrected with you, all right? Now listen, you made it to the lightning round, man. This is the part where it's just a bunch of fun questions that have nothing to do with anything you've been answering so far. We're gonna give you 2 minutes on the clock just to see how many we can get through and see if you can make it through. And if you make it through all the questions within the 2 minutes, maybe we'll make you win one of the bosses automatically. I may be bullshitting you. I may not be. I don't know, man. That's how Web3 works, you know. But let's get into it. Are you ready, my friend?
I gotta answer quicker now. I've been
you gotta be. It's gonna be rapid fire. I got 2 minutes on my clock just so everybody can see. I'm gonna start it, and here we go, baby. Name one movie you can watch over and over.
A Knight's Tale.
I don't even know what movie that is, but that sounds
good. Banger. Keep it going.
All right. What is a recent hobby you have picked up?
Collecting and grading Pokemon cards.
That's a great hobby. If you could have any animal as a pet, what would you choose?
Monkey.
What? Okay.
Hell yeah.
In one movie or show that everyone loves, but you don't bet the hype.
Friends.
Oh man, that hit my heart. What's your most used emoji?
Probably the green heart, just because it's like on brand.
Okay. What is one subject you could give a TED talk on?
Shoot, Taekwondo.
Ooh, that man is a black belt in Taekwondo. You don't want to fuck with Jaiken, man. That's all I'm gonna say. What is your favorite holiday and why?
Christmas, because I get gifts.
Let's fucking go. Sunrise or sunset?
Ooh, sunset.
I like it. If you could only eat one cuisine for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Thai food.
Thai food?
Mm-hmm.
Great choice. First video game you ever played?
Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Genesis.
Holy shit, this man killed it, bro. He had 34 seconds to spare like it was nothing, bro. Great job, my friend. Great job killing the lightning round. I was bullshitting you about passing a bus because of that, so I'm sorry about that. But
yo, can we get some flags for Sonic the Hedgehog?
Wait a minute. Man. Did you say passing a bus? You gave.
No. Listen, you're the only one fucking up over here with the bass bottles, bro. Don't try to put me in the same fucking bus as you. All right, we're gonna move
messing me up on this platform here.
We're gonna move on to Hades, guys. Let's fucking run it.
We got it.
Fucking up, Craig.
Craig.
Bro, don't you hate dubs? Don't even with me.
Was this already the name of your last boss?
What's up?
Was Hades already the name of your last boss? Or did you do it just
this is the last boss, my friend. You made it.
Yeah,
you know how
but someone wrote that motherfucker Hades, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to fix that.
Greg hit me up last night, and
that's Mupper.
He drank a little too much, you know. He didn't mean to do that. All right.
So as you know, Icon, but maybe you don't know, chat. This last boss is an alternate between me and Ramen, so I'll ask the first question. Ramen will ask the second question, and so on and so forth. So let's go into the first question here. And it says, beta has been out for a few months now. From the feedback so far, what still needs the most work in the game? And in your opinion, what is missing?
Okay, so what needs the most work? There's a few weapons that definitely feel a lot weaker than the others. Like you kind of fall into a meta where you're like, I'm going to use one of these three guns if I want to go far, which we want it to be a lot more balanced where you can use more weapons and still be optimal type of thing. Although someone discovered a really good build with a supposedly bad weapon recently with the SMG. But yeah, definitely weapon balancing. I would say that probably needs to be fixed the most. The RAM, there's one or two right now that have a bug, but I feel like the balancing's a lot better on there because we've been taking a lot of community feedback on that from each beta test to each beta test. And what was the last part of the question?
Yeah. What do you think is missing from the experience so far from the beta?
I mean, I know we've kind of talked about this a little bit, but really I want co-op more than anything too. I want to play with other people, and I don't know. I'm just excited for that. I was in the pizza place playing Gauntlet Dark Legacy, so I'm all about that.
Got it. Sounds good. We're going to Ramen for the next question.
All right. Two-part question. Can you earn RAM cards in game?
Not currently.
Oh. All right.
There you go.
All right. Second part. And in general, how does your team create fair gameplay with purchasable in-game assets?
Yeah. Explained this just a tiny bit earlier with the progression, but we have free versions of every RAM that you can buy and everything. There's a free version of it. If you use like the ones you've already purchased, there's other things like you spend your in-game currency on because you don't have to upgrade those cards. But as a free player, you can still upgrade your cards to get to that point. So you don't technically need to buy them. It definitely helps. Like, for instance, me, I've been using my paid for ones and I tried it without the paid for ones and I suck without them. So it kind of creates a handicap. But we do have some people like I think they're number 2 right now on the leaderboard with a completely free account. So it's definitely doable. It's designed to kind of just be more of a crutch than anything rather than a pay to win thing. And then there's going to be skins and things like that. Like right now you have your character. There may or may not be another character at some point. Wink, wink. But there'll be like skins for that, skins for the guns, stuff like that. And then the idea is for everything, all the RAM bundle, all the RAM cards, skins, all that stuff. You'll be able to trade it. So.
Nice. Love that. Great answer for that. Great answer. We're going to whip this around and take us over to Otto for the next question.
Hell yeah. Caught me off guard there with the whip comment, but let's move on. There are more parts to your ecosystem besides the game title. There are planets, comic books, Wonder. Is it Wander or Wonder names? Wonder hubs, Wonder worlds. How does all these experiences work together?
Yeah. So I know it's not 100% clear right now how it all works together, but a bulk of what you just mentioned is going to have in-game utility, for lack of a better word. We haven't announced like for Wonder Knots or the OG Wanderers what those are going to be, but for our other collections, like the planets, the RAM bundles, stuff like that, all that's been semi-announced. Like the planets, that's going to be the UGC aspect. If you dig, you might have to dig pretty far on Nick's X profile. He explains it's going to be kind of like a level builder type of thing where you can design your own planet, people go through. Yeah, and then we're going to have a token at some point, so that may or may not be incorporated into all this. But yeah, and then like the drip collections, those are going to be mainly collectible, like you're a fan of the art, a fan of the music at the moment. There are benefits from that on drip, and there's a few other benefits, but those won't be tied to game, most likely. We're going to have other things, like there may be like parts of your game, maybe your home base that you can customize. Those will be things that you can earn. So yeah, hopefully that answers that.
So I have a question on the planet side of things, right? You mentioned that's going to be the UGC side.
Yeah.
How in depth is that going to get as far as like what you can see inside the planet? Like, is it going to be a whole map builder type of thing, or is it going to be like, for example, like one of the projects I was into, Cosmic Cast, right? They had like a planet builder type of thing, but it was almost like a I don't want to say like a tower defense look, but similar to what Parallel Colony kind of looks like, right? That top top-down
what you mean.
view with like AI, what's it called, CPUs and stuff like that, right? Like,
Yeah.
like what does that look like for the Wanderer side when it comes to like the UGC inside the planet?
So I can tell you, like, UGC at the moment is like conceptual. That's not
Okay.
something where we're trying to get the core part of the game out first. But and also we're not a like world builder game like Seed World or something like that.
Right.
That being said, the idea, it's not for it to be its own separate thing. It's for it to be like incorporated in the game. So like planets, for instance, take a while to build, and eventually we'll have, I don't know how many, but there'll be like set biomes and environments of those planets. And rather than having to create new planets every so often, it'll be something that like Web3 ethos, the community kind of contribute to that too with their NFTs, and it's kind of built in. So it I don't know the scope of it yet or the depth of it, but the idea is to incorporate it into the main part of the game.
No, I appreciate that answer. I actually like that a lot because it reminds me a lot of like the Halo Forge days where, you know, it was already part of a game, but people could like kind of make their own creations and stuff. And it eventually became more popular than the actual multiplayer maps and stuff like that.
Exactly. And
So
that
really
was
cool.
like, to answer your esports question too, like for me, I found the best esports games have usually just kind of organically launched rather than like a game forcing it. Like this is an esport game. Like you have like Dota kind of happened that way. All of them, yeah, all of the big ones. It just all happen organically. So I'd rather be that way anyway. So if having UGC in the game kind of leads to that, then heck yeah, I'd love for someone to create a Dota quote unquote off of our game and it ends up being big. That'd be crazy.
Hell yeah, dude. Whose turn is it? Ramen or Hato?
Ramen's supposed to kick it back over to me, but he hasn't done it yet.
Wait, what are you
He must be
talking
summoned
about?
to speak.
No, it's my turn. I haven't got the next question. You just did the wonder names and hubs.
Oh,
You're
okay,
supposed
it's my
kick it
turn
over
to kick it
me.
over to you.
Oh, Wonder Names. That was converted to Wonder ID. I believe that Wonder ID is the important thing, and then that's also going to incorporate with Treasure. Now that we're a part of Treasure, to answer that part of it, and then I believe the hubs were an on cyber thing, and that's their own like little metaverse project. So that was done a while ago. I'm not 100% sure because that's the quote unquote utility of that is you can jump into their metaverse and play there and do all that there. So I don't know if there's anything beyond that for the hubs, but yeah.
You know, Ramen, I was so overwhelmed with that answer. It was just so much information, and I had to take it in. I forgot where we were. So I apologize, Ramen. It is now
You a
your
bum.
turn.
You a bum.
You know what? Your 49ers are a bum. Take the next question, bro. Go lose another Super Bowl.
Hold on. This one's a serious question.
I can't take that, honestly.
I need to look into my eyes when I ask this one here. With your years of experience building a Web3 game, in your opinion, what makes a great Web3 game? Now, I know this sounds like an easy question, but similar to our previous questions, you now have experienced asset holders, supporters, and investors of this game throughout the evolution of Web3 gaming. Is the idea of a great Web3 game the same today as it was in 2021?
So I can answer the last part of that. The first part of that might be a better question because I've technically only been on the team for 9 months. I've been playing Web3 games and like I was a content creator before this since like the end of 2020. But as far as like working for building a Web3 game, it's been about 9-10 months.
Okay.
But yeah, the very, very last sentence of that question, can you say that again?
Is the idea of a great Web3 game the same today as it was in 2021? So I think we're just basically asking, you know, you've had people that have been I got to shrink my head down. That's freaking me out. Holy crap, man. Just look into my own eyes. I can't. But I think what they're trying to say is, you know, you have people that have been involved in your ecosystem since, you know, 2020 when you had the NFT project, and the idea of what was a great game back then when it first launched. Do you think that it still holds true, or do you think you've had to make many iterations and shifts to make it the game that you want it to be today?
So yeah, I'll probably have a different answer I'll answer it a different way. We've only been like a game. So in 2021, we were strictly like an NFT project. It was
right.
You look at the OG Wonders; they're sick. It's art. They're animated. There's music to them. It's really cool. but we shifted to wanting to obviously be a profitable company, and we decided to make a game. And that's about a year and a half ago at this point. But I would say back in 2021, what was like called a great game is way different than it is now. Back then, you didn't even necessarily need to be a game. Like I remember I was playing freaking stuff on, what was the blockchain? It was Orange. What was it? There were a bunch of like clicker games. There was one. It was like a farmer clicker game. People spent thousands of dollars on these like little. You wanted the tractor, it excavated your land faster and stuff, and then it just all crashed. So it was all games like that. And then I know Axie came out and that blew the world by storm because it was still kind of a clicker game, but you could do a lot more. There were cards. And yeah, no hate on Axie. They're still Axie that kind of started this, but like I wouldn't consider that like a oh my god, I'm gonna go play that game. Like
no, it's a bum-ass
like
game.
a fun gaming experience. Let's
yeah,
say
exactly.
It's
like,
not that.
Well, now we have several. I mean, like the tops in my mind, like Parallel, Off the Grid, Us. So definitely a lot of quality games out there where you're like, if somebody didn't know it was Web3, they'd be like, oh shit, this is a fun game. I could play this. Like it's just a normal game, which I think is great. Like you actually have a playable, full-on game. Nine Heroes is another really good one. I mean, there's a lot I can name, but it's crazy. It's like there's too many to name. Whereas before, it's like, man, I'm just waiting for that one game I could grind. I remember saying that. Like, I just waiting for that one game, and now there's too many to keep up with.
Oh yeah, now it's impossible to keep up. There's too many bangers that are out there. Yeah, great. That was a great answer to that, and I know that you guys are just shifted over to.
What'd you say, Misty?
You said Guay, bro. You out here?
Man, bro, they're ripping you.
Baseballs?
Were you playing Wild the World before the stream?
Bro, I didn't even smoke.
Wait,
maybe that was the problem.
He said Wilder World, bro.
Wilder World? Wait, what happened to Wilder World?
Are you waiting, bro? They put like a W in front of everything, bro.
Hey, listen, platform, you gotta chill with me. I'm having
Do y'all
off
remember
day.
Goblin Town? Whenever everybody was talking like Goblin.
Oh man.
Oh my god, bro!
That
It was the most annoying time. That was the most annoying time in Web3, bro. I remember that shit. Or like what was it, the Moon Owls or whatever?
Yeah. Oh yeah, didn't those go to like nothing from like?
Wait. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say Wilder World should do this whole like marketing stunt where they have people go to an event and just say W in front of every word they say.
Yes, bro. I've been saying that. Miami. Let's go down to Miami. Guys.
No, don't say that.
How do you say a hamburger?
Hamburger.
Yeah, I would like a Wheesburger. Like a cheeseburger?
Oh, no. And then we can change the names. You could be Whipto and it could be Wizzy, and then
why am I saying what way?
And Wyken.
so
and then Woex Davian.
Can I get some Waken in that shit?
Hey, by the way, the poll is live. We are wasting valuable, precious time to go vote. So click the links in the chat and go vote your life away.
Why does bro sound like Jackie Chan in the Rush Hour 2 post-credit scenes where he's like, "We wasting film."
I don't remember that. Okay, let's go back to the question.
Like,
all right, bringing it back.
Valuable voting time.
precious voting time.
All right,
Wickles, by the way, if you like some pickles in your
with
burger.
Wickles.
Yo, we gotta stop all this bullshit. Okay.
All right. Land the plane.
Bringing it back to Hado.
All right. Are there any other gaming experiences in the works for the team? Simple question.
As far as like a separate game or something like that.
Yeah. Let's run with the ball.
Not until Wanderers the game is done.
Oh,
but like I said towards the beginning, we have Dream huge IP, so who knows?
So you're trying to do like Wanderers 2 after Wanderers 1, or like is Wanderers 1 just Wanderers?
So no, I like this question because we actually talked about this internally. There's some people that say the Wanderers when they're talking about the game, but it's just Wanderers. Like for instance, when you're playing Valorant, you're not saying I'm playing the Valorant. You're just playing Valorant. So
it's like that Facebook meme.
It's a funny situation until you talk about Destiny, because Destiny was supposed to be a one-off game, and now it's Destiny 2. So that's why we asked the question.
No, we'll see. And like that's a great question because like obviously the other styles of games in our genre that you have Hades 2. Diablo's a bit different because the health and mana, but you have Diablo 1 through 4. So I mean, who knows? Yeah, we'll see.
Well, I think it depends
Go,
too. Like,
go play
are
our
you,
game and make us successful, and we'll see.
yeah, like I think it depends too. Like, are you guys trying to be an ecosystem, or are you trying to be just, like a developer that did a game that, and they're gonna continue to focus on that franchise? Then not a question for you to answer, but like, I mean, like how
I
they're
definitely
probably
think
looking at it.
the initial game we expected to have like a decent lifespan. It's not going to be something where we're like, all right, as soon as we finish this game, we're developing the next one. It's not going to be like Assassin's Creed. You get a new one every year or anything like
Right.
that. So there may be a focus. Who knows? There may be a focus shift because like if you go to the YouTube and watch the animations, they're very good. There could be something there. We got a lot of the music, a lot of the comics. So we definitely want it to be an IP. I think it would be cool. I'm not saying this is a plan. This is just me talking off the brain. I think it'd be cool if there was a show of some sort, just based on the talent and the animation on the team. Yeah. So who knows? But I'm excited about it. I'm here on the ground floor. I like where we're going. Game step one, and I think the game's pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. Let's get back to Ramen for the second to last question.
All right. What is the team's philosophy on community, and what does this relationship look like between the two?
We just don't listen to them, and whatever they say, we ignore.
Dude, I'm
kidding.
bullish.
I'm kidding.
Bullish.
Bullish.
Gamers don't know what they want.
They don't.
Like I said, we're a small team, so we take a lot. I have a private beta testers channel that we kind of hand selected a few, and I talk to them every day. We have a content creators group we work with, kind of send people builds early and get their feedback. So like right now we're heavily doing that because of this tournament I leaked to you guys. We're testing that right now, making sure it goes off without a hitch on the actual tournament, just with there being such a big prize pool and everything. But yeah, they're very involved. I mean, we need them. They're very important because we are too small to do it on our own, and community helps a ton. I'm pumped to have them around. I mean, it hasn't always been sunshine and rainbows. When I first joined the team, the transition, if anybody has ever worked for a Web3 team and joining mid-project rather than being part of the original team, there's always going to be something. Some people like the old guys, that type of thing. So there's a transition, but I love where we're at now. The OGs are still around from 2021, which I think is super cool. There's been so many projects that have run since then. They could have easily left and given up on Web3, but they're still here, still around. So yeah, I love where it's at.
No, that's a great answer. What's one community member that you don't like but you don't get rid of because they're good for the overall like the Wanderers ecosystem?
Shoot, I can't answer that.
Well, not two, just one of them. Like, what's one you're like, I don't really like this.
Are you
guy,
in our
but
Discord?
he's in there. No, is that where the alpha is? Is there haters in there?
Saying you're that community member.
Join our Discord real quick. And then
You were that. Are you on the Discord? No. Oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
No, what were you saying, Jaiken? You said to join the Discord for what?
Oh,
so I could be that one mother.
favorite.
Oh, so he can
like, so I could take the numero uno vote. Damn, that one backfired on me. Okay, next question, last question. We're bringing this over to Hato.
Yes, sir. We are down to our final question, chat, and the poll has ended. So you guys have already spoken your mind. We're gonna do this for fun, anyways. Does the Wanderers NFTs interact with the game at all? And can you please explain the relationship or the benefits a holder might receive in game?
Oh man, I've already finished the polls. I can just say no comment.
I mean, well played. Actually, like well played.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey,
so there you go.
Show,
Wanderers
cheating
the community, just like the poll. Just says, hey, it's all no, just play.
Some collapse in chat for absolutely manhandling that question. He said, "Next question." I guess the final question is, our favorite time in every episode. I guess you can't really make your case of why you need to get an A because the polls are close. But if you want to do a little quick why people should give you an A, little speech.
Chill us, the Wanderers.
I'll just say it again. If you didn't give me an A, you're wrong. Everybody that did give me an A, I appreciate you. Y'all know what you're talking about. But yeah, it's super fun to be back. I love being on the other end of this.
All right, the music has cut you off.
And no, I'm cutting the music off, man. Like Boss Battle wouldn't exist Boss Battle wouldn't exist without Yicon, bro. That's why you should give him.
Yeah, man. Honestly, man. True OG, man. Thank you for being here. It was a blast having you on the show on the other side of the spectrum, you know. But really cool, man. Really cool stuff. All right, how do you think?
If I got A's, I might come back. We'll see.
You get what?
We ready?
Yeah.
We cooking? We cooking? All right.
No.
He may come back.
Go. No, Mizzy, you had your chance. You had your chance. You were munching away. I tried to get it on video, but I was too slow.
Let me do this right, man. Oh, wait.
Wait, what are we doing?
There you go.
Oh, I'm on the main stage. All right.
Oh, wow. Damn.
This is new.
Shrink it.
But we're doing we do it in public. We build in public, my friends. Now, you guys want to see some results? By the way, we have 9 viewers on Twitch. Shout out to Twitch today. You guys are awesome. Absolutely amazing. The song has ended. Why is this not looping?
He's cooked, guys. He's cooked.
Why is Busy on this? Get Busy off my screen! Now, on boss numero uno. I know I'm doing Spanish today. You got an 86 out of 100. Pretty good. On boss number 2.
Pause.
Yeah. First time they heard that.
On boss number 2. What the fuck is going on with this show, bro? This is going off the rails. You got it 100 out of 100. And my friend, you got 100 out of 100 on boss number 3. Puts you at a 95 overall. You have defeated all the bosses, my friend.
Let's fucking go.
Might be one of the highest scores we've had on this show. How
That's
you feeling,
definitely
Icon?
top 5 category.
I'm feeling great. 5% of you were wrong, but
We're still
Bums.
gonna focus on
Yeah.
that.
I mean, it's only fitting that you like absolutely take a dub because you were on this show. You started this, baby. So congratulations to you. Yeah, anything you want to like let us know coming up? I mean, you kind of already leaked a lot of shit, but anything else you want to leak?
let me chill a little bit. If you are not playing or questing yet, definitely go to Epic, download the game. Once you're in the game, go over to our Codex profile, codex.wonders.ai, and sign up. You'll get a Galaxy automatically. And you know what? I'm going to get Catalyst some RAM bundle codes and some experience codes. You can go in there and get started, get a little extra boost for it.
Shit.
Start questing, start playing. It's play to airdrop right now, so there is an airdrop /TGE coming up. We have a tournament coming up that we've already talked about, where you'll be able to earn some of that token. And yeah, lots of stuff coming up. Got a ton towards the end of the year. It feels crazy, but we'll get it done before Christmas. But yeah, definitely pay attention. We just announced. Oh yeah, Treasure. We just announced Treasure.
Mhm.
They're launching mainnet like next week or the week after, so we're going to be a part of that launch. And yeah, we're just full steam ahead. Pretty pumped.
Yo, chat, go follow Yicon, go follow the Wanderers. Be sure to hit the bell so you get all the notifications on Twitter when they post. I want to just thank everybody for pulling up today. And any closing thoughts from the panel today? Free for all.
Man, the chat was
Ooh,
cooking
yeah.
today, man. Thank you for all the support, guys. You guys killed it. Thank you to everyone that watched us on Twitch and gave us a follow there. And thank you to Jaika, man. Like I said, bro, it's always a good time catching up with you again. And thank you for coming on the show.
For sure. Yeah, happy to be here. And definitely if y'all want me back as a host or anything at any point, happy to do that too.
Mizzy, Ramen, any words?
Oh shit. I'm taking the screen, man. For my final thoughts, bro. You know, it's great having Icon on. I'm actually loading up some Wanderers right now. I'm gonna play while I watch the Yankee game. Go Yankees.
Let's fucking
yeah,
go,
man.
baby.
Yeah. Fuck the Dodgers. Sorry. I'm a Niners fan, but I hate the Dodgers.
Good man.
Hey,
good man.
no, listen. For the once you wanted the Yankees to win, right? So it was crazy. It's like,
Yeah, it's not looking good, though. It's not looking good.
Ramen, any
Yeah,
final words from
Definitely
you?
not.
man, yeah. Honestly, when he started talking more about cross community, tournaments and things, because it's out. Hold on, can I get my head bigger?
Hey, yo.
Jesus.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. So we're thinking about these cross.
What you mean by that? What you mean by that?
So I want to make sure that
Why
we
do I
some-
know? Why am I getting under the bus here? What the fuck? All right, I'm kidding. Go.
Bro, you asked me if I wanted to raise at Catalyst, and I was like, oh, I don't know all this
Hey,
crazy stuff.
crazy
But listen,
double downing, triple downing. This is crazy.
so for a cross community tournament and an event, honestly, I'm poking the bear here. I think you should do Treasure versus Arbitrum.
Ooh.
Oh man, wouldn't that be a thing?
Interesting.
Ooh.
Interesting take
I
from
mean,
the Ramencito.
right?
All right, y'all. Before we depart today, I do want to say if you're on Twitch, actually, if you're on, Twitch is the only one that'll like cross over to the next stream. We are going to put on CTV, so stick around for that if you guys want to see that. Also, we are going to be doing some little fun polls on Twitch, just to let you guys get familiarized with that platform. We're going to be doing some little fun polls there, so pull up to Twitch when we get that affiliate button, because we'll be doing something fun with that. But other than that, guys, we'll see you next time. Same damn place next week. And there'll be episode 44. Holy shit, dude. This is just going by.
Climbing up there, man.
And,
We're getting
and those
closer to
are
Ramen
voting
Station.
polls, not stripper polls.
No. We're
That's
gonna
alpha.
start. We're gonna start with just fun polls before everyone gets to vote poll. I mean, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Again, disclaimer: they are not stripper polls. We're not distributing.
Can you make one in
stripper
Blender
polls.
though, like a nice 3D
All right,
one?
I'm just
I mean,
saying.
we can ask Siege. He's working on
We'll
it.
see you We'll see you next week at the same damn time, everybody. Peace. Chat, yeah, I'm talking to you, chat. Did you guys know that Arbitrum's got some fire games for you to try out? From racing and kitty cart to battling and golden ties, Arbitrum's got it all. Want to be a